Hey, Christy. Hi. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to come and connect with your tribe here. Hey, guys. This is Deepa Kakkar. I'm based in Netherlands. Originally, I'm from India. I'm a life and a business coach. I have worked in Asia, Africa, Gulf, and now I'm based in Europe, in Netherlands, a land of tulips. I have worked in a corporate sector for close to 9 years, and then I took a couple of years sabbatical to raise my two beautiful daughters. They are the biggest blessings in my life. And when we moved to Netherlands, then the magic happened, and I followed my gut, my calling, and I had to be a coach. I have to be a coach, and here I am as a life and a business coach. So Christy told me that, Deepa, why don't you create a 10-minute video to come and connect with my tribe? And I was thinking, I'm a life and a business coach, and I love talking. I love sharing stories. So what is that I can share with you guys today in 10 minutes where I think you might resonate with that? So I have my clients all across the globe, in US, in Europe, in Asia, in Gulf. So I was replaying the stories in my head that, to pick and choose my favorite story from the Pandora box. And guess what, guys? I realized that the foundation of all the stories I have in my Pandora box, it is mindset, which we need if you want to be successful in life. So what I'll say is you need a mindset prime for success. Whether you're a parent, you're a fitness freak, you work in 9 to 5, you're an entrepreneur, you want to leave your 9 to 5 and want to be an entrepreneur, you need a mindset prime for success. Now, there are two ways to explain mindset. Either I can use my coaching jargons, my flowery language from my books, from where, I have done my coaching course, or I can share a story with you. So I think I love sharing stories. So I'll present a story to you. And please, please, please let me know, guys, in the comments if you think you resonate with this story, if it has touched you in any which ways. So in my story, there are two characters. One is Sally and one is Sam. The story is real, but I'm using fictitious names because I'm not using the real name of my clients. So I have a client who's based in New York. She's a financial consultant for last 17 years. And she approached me 3 months back. She said, Deepa, I'm looking to hire a life and a business coach. So I said, okay, what's going on in your life, Sally? Let's call her Sally. So she said, for last 6 months, I have this typical imposter syndrome where I think I'm not good enough. If I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to fail. I don't know how to do it. I basically don't know anything. And I have major imposter syndrome. So after listening to her for 30 minutes in a session, I said, Sally, you're giving me two stories here. Your story number one is where you're telling me Sally has been really successful for last 17 years in her journey as a financial coach. You have a charisma about yourself, so much so that when you walk into a boardroom, people look at you. And being her coach, I can vouch for it, guys. She's very impressive as a person. And you have got so many promotions in your job in last 17 years. And there is story number B, which I'm also hearing from you, where you're telling me that you have a typical imposter syndrome and you're not good enough. And if you're going to leave your 9 to 5 and you're going to be a financial coach or a consultant and be an entrepreneur, you will fail. You cannot do it. So, as a coach, to help you and facilitate you to move forward, I need to understand, should I believe version number A, where Sally is successful and her career graph has been going up like this for last 17 years? Or I believe story number B, where Sally is not good enough. She cannot do it. She's holding herself back. And she took a little while and she was like, I don't know. So I said, okay, fair enough. So I asked her another question. I said, Sally, when you say that you're not good enough, when you say that you have this typical imposter syndrome that you're going to fail, so what evidence do you have to support this belief? And she was like, what? You don't trust me? I'm telling you, I feel like that. And this is how I feel. And that's the reason for 6 months I've been holding myself back. And that's the reason I've come to you. I said, fair enough. I'm not doubting. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just trying to get to the core of the issue. I want to understand from where this imposter syndrome is coming from. So when you say you're not good enough, what evidence do you have to support that belief? And guess what, guys? There was a little silence in the session for almost 7 to 8 minutes. And she had no evidence. So then I asked her, I said, Sally, is it Sam who's holding you back? And she said, who's the Sam? My boyfriend's name is not Sam. I don't I don't listen to anyone by the name Sam. Who's Sam in my life now? I said, Sam is a person who stays in your subconscious mind. So studies prove, guys, 95% of our behavior is controlled by our unconscious thoughts. So let me ask you guys that, just ask yourself, when you're stuck in a situation, at times we hear two voices, right? If I have to lose weight, one voice will tell me, hey, Deepa, go for it. You can do it. You have done it before. You can get this and you can lose 5 kgs. You can bring fitness regime to your routine. And there's another voice coming from my subconscious mind where Sam stays. And he's telling me, don't do that, Deepa. You're going to fail if you even try that. So I asked Sally, is it Sam who's telling you you're not good enough? Because if you think from your conscious mind, you have been so successful for the last 17 years. There is no reason when you're going to be an entrepreneur as a financial consultant and coach doing something, what you have gathered in last 17 years, you cannot be successful. So are you listening to Sam? And she was like, I don't know, maybe. So guys, here is a trick. When Sam is saying something, he doesn't have any evidence to support his belief. So when you get stuck in a situation, when you hear two voices, the one voice which is coming from your conscious mind, that is your true voice, which never lies to you, because that voice wants you to be successful. That voice wants you to go and get your dreams, your goals. That's your inner voice, and it stays in every person. And then there is a voice where Sam resides, and he doesn't want you to be successful because he is a negative energy. So you have to create an insight. Are you listening to Sam, or are you listening to your own self? And when Sam will say something, he will have no evidence to support his belief. Like in Sally's case, he had no evidence. She was holding herself back for last 6 months, just thinking that she's going to fail because of that fear. And that fear, that story in her head, which was not even real. And fear at times is false evidence which appears to be real. So we have to create an insight. Are we listening to Sam and listening to the false evidence coming from him? Or there's something real which is holding us back? So we did a couple of sessions on this mindset piece. And when, we realized that it is her mindset which was holding her back, and she resonated with that, and she gave me a go-ahead to move on. Then we identified her goals. We worked on pricing strategy, marketing strategy, how to launch her boot camp, how to get more clients. And let me tell you guys, I'm so happy to share, after 2.5 months of us working together, she did launch her boot camp. It was a mega success. We did celebrate. So if Sally can do it, you can do it. If Sally can achieve her dreams, you can achieve your dreams. So if you think you're in a similar situation like Sally, and on day-to-day basis, you're having a war with little Sam sitting in your subconscious mind who's holding you back, guys, send me a message. Send me an email. I would be more than happy to offer you a complimentary coaching session. I promise you don't have to sign up with me after that. But if you get hooked up, if you really like me, then it's just $75 a month. I just do 2 sessions in a month. So it's just $150 commitment a month with no advance payment because of COVID. We can set you up for success. Imagine a life where you can recreate your life, which is more meaningful and fulfilling for you. You have the power to achieve your maximum potential. You can be the best version of your own self. So what are you waiting for, guys? Create an insight. Ask yourself questions. If I have an imposter syndrome, what is holding me back? And mindset is the foundation of all personal and business goals. If you don't know how to price your product, you can learn it. But if you don't feed your mind with the right mindset, no matter how successful you are, you will always self-sabotage yourself. You will always procrastinate your goals. So, I hope you resonated with the story. If you do, please do mention in the comments. And I hope you guys have a magical week ahead. Good luck, stay safe, take care, lots of love.